Hi there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is question 4 of the question we have been solving. We are currently dealing with geometry on IGCSE Mathematics 0580. So, geometry. In this particular question, which is the fourth in the series, we are asked to show that the interior angle of a regular pentagon is 108. Of course, the interior angle of a pentagon, which is regular, is 108, but how do we prove it? First of all, we need to quickly remember the formula n minus 2, 180 is the formula for sum of interior angles of any polygon. Okay, so once you are familiar with this formula, you need to also identify what type of polygon it is. This is a pentagon. A pentagon has 5 sides. So which means that if you slot that into this formula, you have 5 minus 2, then times 180. This will simply give you 3 times 180, which is 540. So the sum of interior angle, all the interior angles of a pentagon is simply 540. Now, it looks like this. This is not drawn to scale, but we are assuming this is a regular pentagon, and we want to show that each of these angles here is equal to 108 degrees. So how do we show? That's basically easy because we already now see that when you add up all the angles, which we didn't know initially, if we add it all up, if it had been x for each of them, it means that we have 5x because there are 5 of them. So it means that we are saying the sum, which is 5x, is equal to 540. So we need to just divide by 5, and that will give us x is equal to 108 degrees. So that was how they got this 108, and we have simply just shown that you don't necessarily have to draw this diagram. I've only drawn it to buttress my point. So you have the sum, which is the very first thing you need to calculate, and it is 540. Then divide by the number of sides. So it is given by the formula each interior angle of any polygon is equal to n minus 2, 180 divided by n. And this will give you whatever the value of n. We already ascertained that a pentagon has 5 sides, so you just do 5 minus 2 times 180, then divided by 5. That was how we got 3 times 180 degrees divided by 5. If you press your calculator for that, you must get 108 degrees. It's a 2-mark question, and that's exactly how to solve it. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 5. This question says, this diagram you are looking at, which is not drawn to scale, is a parallelogram. The reflex angle D, reflex is any angle greater than 180, greater than 270, greater than 180, but less than 360. So this is a reflex angle. Now, find the angle DCB. So we are looking for this angle. This is a pretty easy question. And how many marks is it? It's a 2-mark question. So what you need to do first of all is to get this angle, to bring the external angle back inside. Angle at a point is 360. Is 360 degrees. So which means that to get this angle here, you just simply do 360 minus 248. So this is 2, which is 12. So this angle here is 12 degrees. Am I doing that correctly? No. 1112, sorry. 1112 degrees. Okay. Let me confirm that. This is 1112 degrees, correct. Now, because they said it's a parallelogram, it means that this line here must be parallel to this line. The same thing for this line here. This must be parallel to this line here. And with that in mind, we will quickly remember what we said about alternate angles for that very first question, number 1. If you have not watched the previous video, kindly check through the channel. They are immediately before this particular video. So alternate angles are equal. So if the alternate angles are equal, and we can extend this way, so it means that this angle here is 112 degrees, and then we can do sum of angles on a straight line to get this angle. Or you can just simply say co-interior angle. In any parallel line, the co-interior angle always add up to 180 co-interior angles. But if you don't remember that, simply extend this, get your alternate angles, then do sum of angle in on a straight line. So because this, let's say this angle is y plus 112 must give you 180 for angles on a straight line. It simply means that your y is going to be 180 degrees less 112 degrees, and this will give you 68 degrees. So it means here is 68 degrees. It's as simple as that, which is angle DCB is 68 degrees. So move on to the next question, which is the last question. The question said the diagram shows the angles in a triangle and 2 angles on a straight line, as you can see in the diagram. Then the first instruction says that the triangle is used to write down an equation. The triangle, remember, they said the triangle, forget about this one for now. The triangle is used to write these 2 equations. 2x plus 2y is equal to 180. They need you to remember that the sum of angles in a triangle sums up to 180. So that's x plus 2y. That's simply 2x plus 2y. So that is how they got this. Now I say give geometrical reason why this equation is correct. I just told you that is sum of angles in a triangle. Simply that and nothing else. Sum of angles in a triangle sums up to 180. You can complete the statement, or you can even stop this way. You will be correct. The question then said, use the diagram with 2 angles on a straight line to write down another equation in terms of x and y. So how do we write the equation for this one? You can pause this video to give it a try. What did you get? If I'm going to solve this, there's really nothing to solve there because they already said this is a straight line. I mean, this line here is a straight line. You need to remember that sum of angles on a straight line is equal to 180. So this means that if you add x degrees plus 6y degrees, it must give you 180. And that's what they are looking for. So the equation you are looking for is simply x plus 6y is equal to 180 degrees. Now the next instruction says solve this simultaneous equation and you must show all workings. Yeah, we can do that. For the first one, we were given 2x plus 2y is equal to 180 degrees. And for the second one, we got x plus 6y is also equal to 180 degrees. So how do we solve for x and y? Okay, so because they are both 180, we can equate the equations together. So equation 1 is 2x plus 2y. Then we can equate it to x plus 6y. And with that, we say x is equal to 4y. Okay, so if x is equal to 4y, we can come back into any of the equations here, either this or this. I'll use the first one. So it means that 2x plus 2 into y. No. I'm substituting for x. So that will be 2 into 4y. Then plus 2y is equal to 180 degrees. So this means 8y plus 2y is 180 degrees. 10y is 180 degrees. So divide both sides by 10, it means your y is 18. And if y is 18, bring it back into this place to get x. That will be 4 into 18. That should give you 72. Therefore, x is equal to 72 and y is equal to 18. You can quickly use any of the diagrams to confirm. So if you come here, x is 18, x is 72 from what we got. We said y is 18, so 6 times 18. 6 times 18 is 8, 108. So if you add the two together, this plus this, it will give you 180 degrees. It's pretty simple, so that means we are correct with what we did. And that is how to solve basic geometry questions following some of the principles we applied. There are still so many things to discuss, but we'll come to the conclusion of this series like this. And remember, if you are yet to subscribe, kindly subscribe so that you can always catch me every time I drop new video on every interesting topic in mathematics. And if we have anything on geometry in the future, you'll be able to catch up as well. Remember to give this video a thumbs up as well. See you in my next video.